Got him, Garen. Best email. We're going to do a little follow-up rotation here. Got him. Sorry. Go get him, Lee. The panic flash. GGZ. Bundle building. Friend Force, I could ghost walk around a trade or two and win that.
That it is playful, that it is sport, that it may be sincere.
In most situations, but we can see how Cosmic feels.
Just the Atman alone, and that means the self in you. But the fundamental principle in your philosophy is
Scepter. And get something from it being cheap and the flat spell pen.
you begin to see as you move things like
24 into this is 546.
8, 7, 6.
Difficult to manage the mana to balance the mana pen. Possibly could have got Cosmic instead of Void. I still think.
What are you listening to?
It just like fell through him. It was so weird. No hate, but it is more difficult to master than most roles, and so few people pick it because it's the safe starter. It's really tough to know these days. You know what I mean? Because it's like, do you want them to start off learning Sona, or is that going to like impede their progress? You know? Then you're pretty much just using it as a slow, like a slow null. Using it to peel yourself and turn the fight, as was the meta, like the first 3 seasons of these new Keystones, probably isn't viable anymore, sadly. So it's kind of a like sit on your hands and wait to all in. If I went Cosmic or Zanya's, either way, if I built a Fiendish Codex after Rab,
Suddenly announces that he's gone. Nobody accuses him of blasphemy or of being insane. They say simply, congratulations, at last you found out. They then immediately request a miracle. His
under if we win Sork,
You can't
but
touch the tip of the finger
the
with the
ability
tip of the
haste is so good.
That means in practice, then, that when you hand
Keep
over you wanted, I wonder what you would do if you had the power.
Cooldown, the mobility just seems to be all you need. But then on the other hand, we could have gone just the CDR. Probably would have been pretty effective. Plus, it would have been about the same in AP gains.
Eternal destiny. And the possibilities of making a mistake are far greater than of being a lousy beggar. Only goes on for about one cowbell. But the everlasting damnation. What an idea.
Is the minimum you need to get away with. So this is a good build. Min maxes it, it's under by like a few percent on all fronts, and I love it. Because you get options. I killed that Thresh with rocket belts. A perfectly stable 936 resolution stream out at 50 FPS. Which is kind of what I prefer to watch stuff in anyway, when I use theater mode, and I still want to look at the chat and be able to manipulate my tabs and not just full screen it. As much as I like optimal numbers, but I've got one that has a good curve.
A good chef. I had a lot of problems at various points in my career with narcotics. You know, I accepted failure as a chef because I was at various times a bad chef. I would much rather that. I would much rather fail gloriously than not try. But I'm not interested in telling stories with competence.
But the Ocean Soul base heal and base mana restore is both buffed by 20.
$70
I'll do it.
for
I'll do
some
it.
of the holdout franchises. Now they're all going to cost a bunch. And what is definitely indicative of them trying to, get more revenue, get more profits from things is the fact that the new iPhone is going to be able to run like seemingly top shelf real ass video. So with Xbox,
Not a real
it's
gaming
Jim
company.
Ryan with PlayStation.
Hasn't been for years.
He's
hate
always
to
been a
say
very
it.
corpo guy. Never
Hasn't
really
been
came off
since
very
PlayStation
gamery
2
to me,
ended.
but it's worth noting that he's technically been president since 2019, but has been with Sony for almost like 30 years. So with this, he is officially retiring, stepping down in March of 2024, where another higher up guy is stepping in, Hiroki Totoki, who is going to be the interim
cares?
CEO.
The shove if they're gonna be assassins, which is countered. Like only maybe Talon should have his identity build like relevant to that. Roam champs should be like mages like Ari and Twisted Fate, who have to lose lane but shove the wave efficiently. Red buff, blue buff. So the thought of like giving the jungler a summoner spell makes it's like, well, they're jungle, right? Like they're supposed to kind of take the hit of no activatable for how strong they are, but you know they also it's not really as tilted, bro. Yeah, this rune setup's running really nice, I gotta say. You're able to kite out and turn like I just did across the phase. Wait, how to rhyme for this? I forget it, whatever. Either way, I'm fed as fuck. Let's go. Tassiomancy. So let's see. 435 because we're rocking Infernal. Infernal's getting a 2% nerf. Because I only question because I like stopped and moved and then it like stopped and then like put me back in position, which is what happens when you. Well, Kakali's as broken as you are early game. Lol. Get that tick. Get that assist. I'm gonna pool under there. Get that assist. You just know to be there. You got this. kill like the little raptors anymore. You just like AoE nuke them. They disappear. After your Raptons at this build. But it feels good now. Gonna shut out Dragon Token. And then they are building like Force of Nature with 428 mobility, yes. And then we're right at that point, we're past diminishing returns. 51%, yeah, 44% CDR, like 68 to 78 is like whatever. Look at the secondary rune numbers. Yeah, so you always like you have the zoning threat, but fights go in your favor over time. So the numbers I've noticed are significantly lower with this build, but they work. And Doran's ring early, and you'd be surprised how much they synergize even late game with each other in a weird way. Revitalize, however, last game when they were even, it was like 16 and 2600. Revitalize takes a huge boost with the mobility priority. Yeah, so Cosmic being prioritized instead of, what did I do last game? Third, I went like Void and Magi's, and then I put off Cosmic. We went up from 2600 to 3700 bonus healing off Revitalize.